Hi guys, this is Cindy with Pups and Crochet. And yes, I am back again. But I had to take that hat off. Woo! Was that warm? I was so warm. But I put my pumpkin scarf on. Okay. So that's cooler. Now, before I tell you my movie for day number 9, I gotta share something with you guys. I went by the post office, and I got a Happy Mail. I opened it just like a peek. Okay, and it says, I hope you enjoy this book as much as I do. Happy crocheting from Teresa Copeland. Oh my God. Seriously, I was crying. But I'm going to hold it together because I don't want to cry anymore. So if you see my little baggies, that's why. But it was in my box. Oh, look it. It's called Aquatic Amigurumi. And it shows you how to make all these little, like those little fish. Look at these little guys. Thank you so much, Teresa. This is so cool. Look, it's even got more made. Oh my goodness, there's so many cute things in here. I can't even tell you. Those two ducks having coffee or hot chocolate. I think it's hot chocolate. It's got marshmallows on it. And here's a little pirate with the wooden leg. Thank you so much. This is so sweet. And I will definitely use this. For sure. I will put that to use. Okay, so I'm getting on my day 9 of the 100 days of Halloween for Neva at Manic Mama Music. This is to celebrate her Podiversary. So we are counting down 100 days. And we are watching 100 scary movies. Or if they say scary, it's supposed to be scary. Anyway, so after I'm done with my granny squares, then I'm going to put them all together and make a blanket of 100 granny squares, all in my fluorescents. Or if I could find a matching solid color of one of these fluorescents, I might do that instead of doing them all different, like rainbow colors and stuff. But they're all different. Anyway, so we'll see what I do. But I am on day 9 because I'm catching up because I got behind. And please don't pay attention to looking for number 21. She did contact me, so yes, I don't have to redraw. That's awesome. Okay, so now this one is one of my favorite Goofy movies ever. It's supposed to be a horror, but it's okay. Me and my nephew always watch these goofy, crazy movies, like The Killer Tiger. The rogue tiger goes crazy, and he runs people down, and this tiger just keeps going, and he's running everybody over. But what my movie is today for number 9 is, here's the granny square in all of its beautiful hues of purple and orange, and it's the Attack of the Killer Donuts. See his teeth? And he's got sparkles, or sprinkles, not sparkles, sprinkles. He's a sprinkled donut that has teeth. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about what happens with the Killer Donut. And I believe I found it, or actually Robert found it for me, because I told him I wanted to see it again, because I couldn't remember how the donuts got poisoned and turned them into killers. And he found it on, I believe it was Tubi. And it was so cute. So, what happens is this young kid works at a donut shop with a girl he grew up with who's madly in love with him, and who he doesn't give the second thought to because he's dating this blonde girl that's only using him for money. And she even brings her boyfriend with her to get the money from him. And she says, oh, I can't kiss you now, you're working, but I will take the money. And then he hangs out of the car and goes, come on, babe, I'm on house arrest, I gotta go. And he goes, wait, did he just call you babe? Oh, you're just being silly. So she takes the money and she leaves, right? And the brown-haired girl that he's been to school with, who's really pretty and really sweet, has a massive crush on him, and he won't even give her the time of day because he doesn't know. He just considers her a buddy. So then he then goes, they go inside. His crazy uncle that lives in the basement of their home is a mad scientist, and he's making a rat, taking a little rat, and he's making it into a killer. He uses this stuff he made and he gives it a shot, and the rat turns into a killer monster and busts out of the cage, bites the uncle in the shoulder, and he runs off, and he can't catch the rat. It's gone, right? Well, now the uncle, you know, this donut shop is like got a bum sitting in the corner, and the guy that runs it, that owns it, he's this bald-headed guy that has a stick-on toupee of just strips of little tiny strips of hair that he uses to comb over. And I'm like, okay, why don't you just get a real toupee? And so his uncle comes in there and he doesn't want him in there, and they start fighting. And then when he hits him in the arm, the green killer ooze jumps out of his arm from where he got bit and just perfectly lands into the fryer. Now all the donuts they make come alive. They have teeth and they can roll and bounce all over. And then they go, wah, wah, get them all over the place. So this one lady, it's her cheat day, and she gets a whole dozen of donuts to take home. She only wanted one, but they said, oh, go ahead. You've done so good. You get a whole dozen. Have a good time. So she takes the box of donuts home. And, no? Okay. So she takes the donuts home, and she gets in her negligee, and she comes out dancing in front of her stuffed cat. That's not even real, but it does meow when she moves. She goes, so she's making a big production of eating these donuts, and she pops the box open, and they all jump out and they're biting her, and they all make these funny sounds going as they're biting her and stuff. And so the two kids that are working there go into the kitchen after the boss throws the uncle out of the donut shop, and the donuts are all over the place and they're starting to bite them. So they go off running, and they like, we gotta catch Mrs. What's her name because we gave her a whole dozen of them. Okay, and these donuts are just everywhere. Okay, one of them jumps into the back of his car, doesn't do anything. Well, then the other ones come bouncing down the street. They're following him. He sees the car that his so-called girlfriend pulled up and got money from him with, pulled over, and him and her and the other guy are in the car in the dark, and you get the picture. So he says, what? You're not my girlfriend anymore? And she's all like, really? Like I was your girlfriend ever? I've been with him the whole time. I'm just taking money from you. And he goes, oh, my heart. You broke my heart. And I'm like, yeah. And the other girl's sitting in the car going, told you. Told you. And he's like, shut up. We're leaving. Well, the killer donut jumps out of his car, jumps in there, gets the guy in the face, and then eats the girl. So, it's already killed the owner because they got him in the back. They killed the owner, and they were lined up. They were sprinkle donuts. They were Long Johns. And there was more little round chocolate donuts. The only thing they didn't have was little munchkins. They didn't have just brown donuts and Long Johns. And the Long Johns would hop. And they had a like this, right? And so they're attacking everybody. So they're hitting them with tennis rackets, and they followed them home, and they're beating them up, and they're trying to kill off all these donuts. Well, then the cops see them, and the cops see them, and they're chasing them, and then they're trying to shoot the donuts, and they're going, Wah! And the bullets are going right through the holes of the donuts, and they're like, and they're coming after And in the end, they burn down the bakery, and he walks off into the sunset with the brown-haired girl, and they fall massively in love. And that is the end of the Killer Donuts. Unless one escaped. Which I will not tell you. Okay, so that was my number 9 movie. I have one more to go, and then I'm only behind one that I have to get caught up on. Okay, I will be right back. Hugs and puppy kisses, and remember, adopt, don't shop. Bye, guys.